Let's make a real quick pork dish. We're going to make a sweet and spicy pork chop. It's just going to take just a few ingredients. We got our thick cut pork chops here. We got some sea salt, black pepper, apple cider vinegar, pepper jelly. If you don't have pepper jelly, you can either get it at store, or we have an amazing recipe on our site. We'll have that link below. And we're just going to add a little butter to that. In our cast iron skillet here, we have 1 tablespoon of olive oil. It is heating up. We've preheated our oven to 425 degrees. We're just going to take our pork here and we're going to douse it with sea salt and some black pepper. Gives it some nice flavor on both sides. We want some flavor, so we're going to add quite a bit of pepper. Now, if you like these recipes, please take a moment to like, subscribe, share. The more interaction that you give us, the more people that get to watch our videos. And we'd really appreciate it. Now, these are going to be about 1-inch pork chops, so they're really thick. And these will come out nice and juicy when we bring them out of the oven. But we're going to start off by searing each side in our oil. You can hear that sear. Now we're going to cook this 2 to 3 minutes per side. Once we've got both sides seared, we're going to stick this in the 425 degree oven and we're going to bake it for 20 to 25 minutes. While our pork chops are in the oven, we're going to go ahead and make our sauce. In our small saucepan, we're going to add 6 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And then we're going to add 1/2 cup of our homemade jalapeno pepper jelly. Like I said, if you haven't watched that video, go back, check it out. The jelly is really pretty amazing. We're going to stick this on our stove, and we're going to cook this until it becomes a nice syrupy liquid. We've reduced our liquid to by about a third. We're now going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. Butter's just going to add a little richness to it. And we like our butter. Get that melt. Now this sauce is going to be a little bit on the thinner side, because all we're looking to do is coat our pork chops. And of course, if you want a little extra, you can always put a little extra on the side and dip it in it. Once this has become nice and hot and all that butter's melted, we're just going to set it off the heat off to the side of the pork chops are done. All right. It is finished baking, but we're going to do a couple of things here real quick. First of all, we're going to tilt this pan up a little bit. There's not a lot of drippings. Just maybe a couple of teaspoons here, but we're going to take those drippings and we're going to stick it in that pan with our sauce. And then we're just going to take this and we're going to tint a little spoonful of that. We're going to let that rest for 5 minutes. Just let that tint. You have a couple of options with your pork chops here. Ooh, and don't touch the edge of the pan. We're going to take our pork chop, we're going to stick it on a plate. We don't want the other flavoring over our salad here. So we're just going to take a little pastry brush. Take it and dip it. It's still going to run over just a little bit, but just not that much. We're going to do this to both sides. But this is an easy and delicious sweet and sour, or sweet and spicy pork chop.